Good morning, students. Say your prayer. Thank you. நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Okay, students, take your social science book. Take page number 138. So we are discussing about resources. So unit 1 in geography. Okay, so today's class we will discuss about the non-renewable resources. So the resources which cannot be regenerated again. So that means it consumed once means it cannot be replaced. Okay, so non-renewable resources includes three types. So metallic resources, non-metallic, then fossil fuel resources. In today's class we will discuss about metallic resources. So metallic resources means so the resources which contains metals in them. Okay, so we will discuss about the different types of metals and their distribution in world level and also in India. Okay, so come to the lesson. So in our previous class we discussed the definition of resources. So what is a resource? So anything so that can used for satisfying the human needs is called as resources. Okay, then we discussed about the importance of resources. Okay, then the types of resources. So based on origin it is divided as biotic resources and abiotic resources. Then based on renewability, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So renewable resources means so that can be regenerated again and again. So that are available in plenty. Okay, so renewable resources. So what are renewable resources? So say some example. Solar energy, wind energy, then hydropower. So we have discussed so the energy production of these resources. Okay, so today's class we will move to so the next topic, non-renewable resources. So if you take renewable resources, it does not cause pollution. Okay, so it is environmental friendly, so eco-friendly in nature. So solar energy, so the most widely used one. Then wind energy and hydropower. So hydropower means so generating electricity with the help of water. So wind energy, so generating electricity with the help of wind. So wind turbines rotate so that it produces electricity. So it does not produce any emission. We have discussed the leading countries in solar energy production, then wind energy production and hydropower. Okay, so we will move to next topic. So non-renewable resources. So non-renewable resources. So non-renewable resources means the resources that once consumed means that it cannot be replaced. So natural resources that once consumed and cannot be replaced is called as non-renewable resources. So continuous consumption of non-renewable resources ultimately leads to exhaustion. So continuous consumption of these resources. So ultimately, so they lead to exhaustion. So exhaustion means the state of being used until it is completely finished. So the act of or the state of using something until it is completely finished. Okay, so the non-renewable resources, so the consumption, it leads to exhaustion. So we are using it. So examples of non-renewable resources includes fossil fuels. So fossil fuels, so the fuels which were formed so millions of years ago. So the millions of years ago, so the organic matter, so due to high pressure and heat is converted into fossil fuels. So examples of fossil fuels were coal, petroleum and natural gases. Okay, so non-renewable resources includes fossil fuels and mineral resources. So mineral resources means it includes iron, copper, bauxite, gold, silver, etc. Okay, so natural resources that once consumed and cannot be replaced is called as non-renewable resources. So continuous consumption of non-renewable sources leads to exhaustion. So leads to so complete usage. So examples of non-renewable sources includes fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, natural gas, and mineral resources such as iron, copper, bauxite, gold, silver, etc. So non-renewable sources can be divided into three types. So they are metallic resources, non-metallic resources, and fossil fuel resources. So non-renewable, the resources once consumed means it cannot be replaced, it cannot be regenerated again. Okay, it leads to exhaustion. So non-renewable resources usage leads to exhaustion. So examples are fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, then mineral sources. Okay, mineral sources further classified as metallic and non-metallic. Yeah, so in today's class, we will discuss about metallic resources. So what is meant by metallic resources? So the resources that contains metals. So metallic resources are the types of resources that are composed of metals. So these are hard substances and are good conductors of heat and electricity. So metallic resources contains metals in them. So these are hard substances. So because of the presence of metals, so these are hard substances and they are good conductors of heat and electricity. So that means they carry electricity. So they can carry electricity. So examples for metallic resources are iron, copper, gold, bauxite, silver, manganese, etc. So metallic resources means the resources which contains metals. So they are composed of metals. So they are hard substances. So they are hard in nature and they are the good conductors of heat and electricity. So examples of metallic resources are iron, copper, gold, bauxite, silver, manganese, etc. The first metallic resource, iron. Iron is the fourth most common element in the earth crust. So iron is the most common. So fourth most common element in the earth crust and most widely available metal. So iron is the most widely available metal. So the common ore of iron. So ore means so the minerals. So they are available in mixed form. So they were not available in pure form. So if you take iron, so iron is not available purely in nature. So it is mixed with some other components, especially with oxide. Okay, so such ores are called as magnetite and hematite. So the ores of iron were called as magnetite and hematite. So they are the common ore of iron which occurs normally in the rocks of the crust. So iron ore, so magnetite and hematite, so they are occur normally in the rocks of the crust. So iron ore is the key raw material in making steel, and 98% of the iron ore or extracted is used to make steel. So iron ore, it is the key raw material for making steel. So 90% of the iron is taken for making steel only. Pure iron is very soft. So pure iron ore is very soft, but its strength is increased manifold. So pure iron ore is very soft, but its strength is increased manifold, so many times, by adding small amount of carbon and manganese. So if you take pure iron ore, it is very soft. So it is not hard as we think. But its strength is increased many times by adding small amount of carbon and manganese. Its low cost and high earth strength makes it usable in engineering applications. So iron, it is most widely available metal. And it is easily available and its cost is low. So it is used in engineering applications such as the construction works, then machine tools, automobiles, then construction of large ship, structural components of building, bridges, etc. So iron, so we are using in everywhere. So especially in construction work and also building ships and also for the machines. So we are using iron. So iron is the fourth most common element available in the earth crust. So the common ore of iron were magnetite and hematite. Iron ore, so it is the key raw material for the production of steel. Okay, so pure iron is very soft, but it strength is increased. So just by adding carbon and manganese. So because of its strength and easy availability, it is used in various engineering field, especially in construction work, then making machines and also construction of large ships and for buildings. Okay, iron ore, so where it is distributed? So iron ore is mined in about 50 countries. So iron ore is mined in about 50 countries. Among the iron ore producing countries, China, Australia, Brazil, India and Russia. So among the iron ore producing countries, so nearly 50 countries are taking iron ore. So among these countries, China, Australia, Brazil, India and Russia, so they are the principal producers, accounting for 85% of the world total output of iron ore. So just these 5 countries accounts for 85% of world's total output of iron ore. So these countries have 70% of the total resource of the world. So these countries, so China, Australia, Brazil, India and Russia. So these countries have 70% of the total resource of the world. If you take in India, Jharkhand, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka and Goa. So Jharkhand, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka and Goa. So these states alone account for 95% of the total resource of India. And in Tamil Nadu, ores are found at Kanjamalai in Tamil Nadu. So in Tamil Nadu, the iron ores are found at Kanjamalai. Okay, ma? The next metallic resources is copper. So copper is the first known metal and used by man. So the first metal used by man was copper. So then only he began to use other metals, especially iron. So copper ranks as the third most consumed industrial metal in the world after iron and aluminum. So copper ranks third. So the most consumed industrial metal. So the most used metal so by man was first iron and then it was aluminum. So third one it was copper. So copper is the most widely used metal. So consumed metal by humans. So copper is good conductor of heat and electricity. So copper is the good conductor of heat and electricity. So about 3/4 of copper is used to make electrical wires, telecommunication cables and electronics. So about 3/4. So 1/3 of the copper is used to make electrical wires, telecommunication cables and also electronics. So copper, so the first metal known by human beings and it was used by humans. So copper ranks as the third most consumed industrial metal in the world after iron and aluminum. So copper is the good conductor of heat and electricity. So that's why copper is used to make electrical wires, telecommunication cables and electronics. So which is the leading country in producing copper? So Chile. So Chile, it is a country located in South America. So South America continent. So there is a country called as Chile. So Chile is the world's #1 country in the production of copper. Other copper producing countries are Peru, China, United States, Congo and Australia. So Chile is the world's #1 country in producing copper. So other copper producing countries are Peru, China, United States, Congo and Australia. So next metal was gold. So iron and copper. So the most widely used metal. So they are used in industries. So they are mostly used in all the industries. So all the industries need iron and copper. Next gold. So gold is a rare and precious metal. So gold is a rare and it was precious. So highly valuable metal. So hence it has high demand in world market. So gold has a high demand in world market. So formerly it was used for minting coins, but now it is used for making ornaments and in dentistry. So initially gold was used for making coins. So used for minting coins. But nowadays so gold is used for making ornaments and also in dentistry. So in dental care. It is regarded as the symbol of prosperity and a form of wealth. So gold is regarded as a symbol of prosperity and it is used as a form of wealth. So gold, a rare and precious metal. So hence it has high demand in world market. Formerly it is used for minting coins, but now it is used for making ornaments and in dentistry. So in dental care. So dental means related with treatment of teeth and teeth decay. Gold is regarded as the symbol of prosperity and a form of wealth. So China, the world largest producer of gold. So China is the world's largest producer of gold. Also Australia, Russia, America, South Africa and Canada are the major producers of gold. So China, the world largest producer of gold. So next to China it was Australia, Russia, United States, South Africa and Canada. Among these countries, Australia has 9,500 tons reserves of gold ore and it is world leading country in gold ore reserves. Among these countries, Australia has alone 9,500 tons reserves of gold ore and it is world leading country in gold ore reserves. In Tamil Nadu, Karnataka is the largest producer of gold. In India, Karnataka is the largest producer. In Karnataka, it was Kolar Gold Field. So one of the deepest mines of the world. So Kolar Gold Field is one of the deepest mines of the world. So gold, so it was the precious metal. So it has a high demand in world market. Yeah, so gold is recorded as the symbol of prosperity and a form of wealth. Yeah, so now China is the world largest producer of gold, but next to China it was Australia, Russia, America, South Africa, and Canada. So they are the major producers. Yeah, among these countries, Australia alone has 9,500 tons reserves of gold ore, and it's a world leading country in gold ore reserves. In India, so Karnataka is the leading producer. Yeah, so in Karnataka, so Kolar gold field is there. Yes, it is one of the deepest mines of the world. So Kolar gold field. Next, bauxite. So bauxite, it is a ore. So aluminium is produced from bauxite ore. Yeah, so aluminium is produced from bauxite ore. So aluminium, it is light in weight. Yeah, so aluminium. So there are several ores that contain aluminium, but bauxite contains more aluminium. Yeah, so there are several ores that contain aluminium, but bauxite, so it contains more aluminium. Yeah, so aluminium has wide range of uses compared to other metals. So aluminium, it has wide range of uses. So aluminium was used in various fields. Yeah, so aluminium is light in weight, tough and cheaper. So aluminium is light in weight, but it is tough and it is cheap in rate. Yeah, so it is popular metal for constructional purposes. Okay, so aluminium is light in weight, tough and cheaper, which makes it popular metal for constructional purposes. It's mainly used in the construction of aircraft, ship, automobiles, railway coaches, etc. Yeah, so it is mainly used for the construction of aircraft. Yeah, so most of the automobile vehicles, yeah, so they are made of aluminum. So because of its light weight, yeah, so it is available cheaply. Okay, so aluminum is a good conductor of heat and electricity, hence it is used for making electrical cables. So aluminum, it is also a good conductor of heat and electricity, so it is used for making electrical cables. Yeah, it is highly resistant to corrosion. So corrosion means, so what is meant by corrosion? So tending to damage. Yes, it won't get damaged easily. Yeah. So by the addition of small quantities of other metals to aluminum, it creates superior alloy than pure aluminum. So example, duralumin. Yeah, so when aluminum, so when mixed with some other metals, it creates a superior alloy than pure aluminum. So example, duralumin. Yes, aluminum, so it is produced from bauxite ore. So there are several ores that contain aluminum, but bauxite contains more aluminum. Yes, aluminum is light in weight, tough and cheaper, so it is a popular metal used widely, yeah, especially in the construction of aircraft, then in the field of automobiles. Okay, so aluminum is a good conductor of heat and electricity, so it is also used for making electrical cables. Yeah, so by the addition of small quantities of other metals to aluminum, it creates a superior alloy than pure aluminum. Yeah, so when aluminum, so when mixed with some other metals means it created a superior alloy which is more pure than aluminum. So example, duralumin. So Australia is the world's leading bauxite producer. So Australia is the world's leading bauxite producer. Apart from Australia, China, Brazil, India, Guinea, Jamaica, and Russia also play an important role in bauxite production. So apart from Australia, China, Brazil, India, Guinea, Jamaica, Russia. Yeah, so they are also play an important role in bauxite production. So China, so Brazil, it is in South America. Guinea, so which is located in east of Asia. Yeah, so the Papua New Guinea. So there is a group of islands, so which is located above the Australia continent. Yeah, so they are located in Pacific Ocean. So Jamaica, it is in Africa continent. Okay, so 1/4 of the bauxite ore mineral deposits are found in Guinea alone. So 1/4 of the bauxite mineral deposits are found in Guinea alone. So in India, Odisha, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu, and Madhya Pradesh are the main bauxite producing states. So Odisha, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu, and Madhya Pradesh. In Tamil Nadu, so the bauxite deposits are mainly found in the Shervarai Hills of Salem district. So in Tamil Nadu, so the bauxite deposits are mainly found in the Shervarai Hills of Salem district. Next metal, it was silver. So silver is also a precious metal as like gold. So silver is also a precious metal as like gold. It has a wider variety of uses than gold. So silver has a wider variety of uses than gold. It is used in making jewelry, dentistry, photographic goods, ultraplating industry, and in the manufacture of luxury goods. So silver, it is also a precious metal as like that of gold. It has a wider variety of uses than gold. So when compared to gold, so silver is used widely. So as an ornament, it is used widely than gold. It is used in making jewelry, dentistry, photographic goods, ultraplating industry, and also in the manufacturing of luxury goods. About 2/3 of the silver is used for monetary purpose. So monetary means related with money. Like gold, silver also resists corrosion. So silver also resists corrosion. So silver is the precious metal as like that of gold. It has a wider variety of uses than gold. So gold, so it is just used in minting coins and also in ornaments and dentistry only. But silver, it is used not only in making jewels and also in dentistry. It is also used in photographic plates, so photographic goods and ultraplating industry, and also in the manufacturing of luxury goods. World leading country in producing silver was Mexico. So Mexico, it is in America, so North America. So Mexico is a country located in North America. So Mexico is the world's leading silver producer. Following Mexico, Peru, China, Russia, Australia, and Chile. So produce more silver. So more than 50% of the silver is found only in South American countries. So Mexico is the world leading silver producing country. So following Mexico, it was Peru, China, Russia, Australia, and Chile. So they produce more silver. More than 50% of the silver is found only in South American countries. Then last metal, manganese. So manganese is a steel grade, hard, shiny, and brittle metal. So brittle means it shines, so it glitters. So manganese is a steel grade, hard, shiny, and brittle metal. The common ores of manganese are pyrolusite manganese, silomelane, and rhodochrosite. So the common ores of manganese are pyrolusite manganese, silomelane, and rhodochrosite. So manganese is essential for the production of good quality steel. So iron. So it is iron ore is soft in nature. When it is mixed with carbon and manganese means it attain its hardness. Okay, so that's why. So manganese is essential for the production of good quality steel. So manganese is used in making electrical batteries. It is also used as a coloring material in bricks, pottery, and floor tiles. So manganese, it is used as a coloring material in bricks, pottery, and floor tiles. So floor tiles. Manganese compounds are used in making disinfecting liquids, bleaching powder, fertilizers, etc. So manganese compounds are used in making disinfecting liquids, bleaching powder, fertilizers, etc. So manganese, it is a steel grade, hard, shiny, and brittle material. Okay, so the common ores of manganese are pyrolusite manganese, silomelane, and rhodochrosite. So manganese is essential for the production of good quality steel, and it is used in making electrical batteries. It is also used for coloring the materials, so like bricks, pottery, and floor tiles. So manganese compounds are used in making disinfecting liquids, bleaching powder, fertilizers, etc. South Africa is the world's leading producer of manganese. So South Africa, it is the world leading producer of manganese. The significant producer of manganese in the world are China, Australia, Gabon, Brazil, and India. So Gabon, it is also a country in Africa. So South Africa is the world leading producer of manganese. So the significant producers of manganese in the world are China, Australia, Gabon, Brazil, and India. All these producers have large reserves of manganese and are significant exporters of the world. So all these producers, that is China, Australia, Gabon, Brazil, and India. So they have large reserves of manganese. So they have so large amount of manganese. So in their country. So and they are the significant exporters of manganese in the world. Okay, students. So today's class we have discussed about the non-renewable resources, metallic resources. So non-renewable resources means so that once consumed means cannot be replaced again. Yeah, so it is classified as metallic, non-metallic, and fossil fuel. Yeah. So today's class we discussed about metallic resources. So metallic resources means the type of resources that are composed of metals. That means the resources that contains metal in them. Yeah. So they are good conductors of heat and electricity. So examples of metallic resources are iron, copper, gold, bauxite, silver, and manganese. Yeah, so we have discussed the distribution and their uses. So the uses of iron, the uses of copper, gold, bauxite, silver, and manganese, and the leading countries in producing these ores. Yeah, and also so the contribution of India. So the reserves, the ore reserve in India. So we have discussed these things in our today's class. Okay, wow. So if you have any doubt, so please contact me. So take your book. So textbook reading. So take page number 140. Read the heading gold and bauxite. Then homework. So take your book. So page number 144. Fifth Roman letter, sand question. What are the uses of iron? Take page number 139. So see the heading iron. So in that, so first paragraph, last four line. So it usable in engineering applications such as the construction of machinery and machine tools, automobiles, construction of large ships, structural components of buildings, bridges, etc. Uses of iron. Next, fifth question. Give a short note on duralumin. So take page number 140. So see the heading bauxite. So in that, the last two lines. By the addition of small quantities of other metals to aluminium, it creates superior alloy than pure aluminium. Example, duralumin. Yeah, that is the answer for fifth question. So write it in your homework note, read it well. So thank you students, have a nice day.